is the Kids Shopping Challenge! Woo!
What's up, everybody? If you've been watching the channel for a while, and if you've been watching some of our friends, particularly Demon Beast Pyrotechnics, you might remember back in the late winter, he asked us to participate in a Kids and Dads Pyro Challenge. And what we're going to do is he's challenged us to a fireworks show competition, but with some pretty stringent regulations. We've got only $100 to work with, and we're not allowed to buy anything bigger than 200-gram cakes. So no artillery shells, no 500s, and the main rule is kids have to choose the fireworks. Kids choose what order they're going to be shot in. Of course, we're going to get everything here today. We're going to take it up to Pyro Camp, and I'm going to hook it up to my firing system so we can make it into a nice little show for you. But Charlie's going to do the shopping. Ready, Charlie?
Yeah!
Do you have any idea what you want to get?
I want to start off with getting the stuff for the beginning, like the fountain.
A couple of fountains?
Yeah.
You remember where the fountains are at this store? Yep. So they start on the other side and they come around this aisle too. James, if you see anything you want to get, just ask, but we'll probably not count it towards the challenge, okay?
Okay. It'd be too expensive. Yeah, probably.
Look at these magic cones. You can get 4 of them for $8. These Black Cat tie-dye ones are $6.95.
You could do all 4 of these at once.
You could. Or you could do 1 and then do 2.
Not a lot of fireworks are like $10 or less.
Well, these are all less than $10. Look. Yep. That one's $22. This one looks like it might have a lot of color in it because it says tie-dye.
Yeah, sure. I think I'm gonna start off with
Does it feel heavy?
this.
Yes, it does. So you want one of those?
Yeah, it's less than $10.
Okay, so why don't you put it in the cart and put $6. Or just push 6 right now. Okay. Okay, you want to put that in the cart? Now, is that all you want to do for fountains, or do you want to do more fountains? Or do you want to look for a hybrid fountain that turns into having shots?
Ooh, a hybrid.
In living color?
For only $10.
This one says, when your parents got a taste of color TV, they couldn't go back to watching black and white. So this one should have a lot of color. But it might not have shots that go up in the air. You want to do that one in the other fountain? Or do you want to go right to cakes?
I think... What if we put this one back and instead do this one?
Sure. Okay, so put this one back on the shelf.
Ooh, this one is heavy.
Yep.
Wait, is that one heavier?
Not as heavy as that one, no.
So I think I should start going in this cake.
Okay, now remember, you can't get anything bigger than 200, right? So, Charlie, the 200-gram cakes are on the upper shelves. All the bottom shelves are 500-gram cakes. Do you want me to show you where the 200-gram cakes that are less than $10 are?
Yeah.
Okay, this way. Down here. So, top shelf. See where the daffodil is? Remember when we got daffodil last time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so a lot of these on the top shelf are less than $10, so you can get a lot of them. Look, there's Garden and Spring Fountain right there for $4. So this is the one that starts as a fountain and then has shots. This is pretty good. We've already done daffodil. That's nice.
I think this.
A Mercurial Bee?
Yes.
How many do you want? Just one?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so plus 8. So we're only up to $18. We got a long way to go.
For the finale, I'm probably going to do like 3 of these.
You want to get 3 bump bears?
Yeah, for the finale.
Okay. We want to take them right now? Okay, so add 8 an 8, and 8. Or you can add 24. That's 8 times 3.
24. 42.
Okay. So guess what?
Halfway.
We're not even halfway there yet, right? And I think 3 bump bears at the same time is going to be a really nice finale.
Yeah.
Desert at Night is another fountain that does shots after the fountain's done.
I was actually kind of thinking of we could do like 1 bump there and then 3 bump bears
Sure.
at once.
Well, we know bump bear is really good, so if you want to have 4 of them, are you adding another 8 on for a bump bear? Okay.
$50.
So
halfway.
we're at $50?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to try something that isn't a bump bear?
Maybe they... Hold up. Are we allowed to do Roman candles?
Yes, we are allowed to do Roman candles.
Maybe Master. We could do...
That would be a nice way to do a segue from your fountain into
Yeah.
the cakes, right? Because that's going to be a lot of Roman candle shots that go up high but don't break.
Yeah, so... And it would be...
13. You want one of those? Candles are absolutely allowed. You know, one of our viewers suggested candles for a good way to get a lot of shots in cheap.
Yeah, I think I'm doing it. So, plus 13.
Plus 13.
63. There's just so much to pick from.
I know, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you know how I feel every time I go fireworks shopping.
I think this.
The red, white, and blue salute?
Yeah, so that would be plus 13.
Plus 13. That sounds like a good one. Fan-shaped.
Maybe we could do that like before.
3 shots at a time produce fan-shaped effects. Others 5 at a time. Yeah, that's a great choice.
Yeah.
So let's put this in the cart.
I feel like this one might be a good one that we could do that into a bump bear, or after a bump bear do that, and then we could do 3 bump bears at once.
Okay, so it's kind of getting towards the finale, right?
Yeah. And I'm at 76 now.
You want to do a Wild Wild Willows?
Yes.
So that's going to be another 15. And we know it's good willows. It's only 10, but they're going to be 10 bigger shots, right?
Yeah. And we're at 91.
So 91. So we have how much more?
Like 9.
$9 to go.
9. I'm going to go back to the less than $10.
You want to go back to the smaller fountain areas or the less than $10 cakes?
Less than $10 cake.
Okay, hold on. Let me catch up. What about that fountain that you had your eye on earlier? You want to add that back in?
Yeah. Here.
And it was this one. $6. So you have $3 left.
I have no idea what I could spend $3 on.
Tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and say, this is Pyro Dad talking. If he goes a little bit over, we'll let it slide. Right? Not $10 over. If you want to get one of these, like, neighbor hater, how about one of these $6 fountains?
Yeah.
You'll be only $3 over.
Yeah, just $3.
Okay, so find one that's $6 or less. All right?
Maybe this?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
So the tie-dye fountain?
Yes.
So we've got, let's take it over to our cart. All right, pop them on in.
So
that's our shopping for what?
is the kids show.
All right, guys, so we will go back over this when we get back home. And I know that Demon Beast has already put his shopping video up, Silver Stag. That means you're the only one left to go shopping, bud. I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I hope you had fun watching a 9-year-old go shopping for $100 worth of fireworks. It was certainly an interesting experience. It was kind of fun to see Charlie feel that sensation like I always feel in a fireworks store of having so many things to choose from and not knowing what to get and, you know, having a budget, albeit so small in his case, to try and stick to. So as promised, let's take a look at what he got, and I will show you the receipt to verify that we had spent, I think it was like $103 or $104 when we were all done. For our $100 show, we've got 3 fountains, 2 from Black Cat there and 1 from Firehawk. Then we've got a barrage candle, the Master Blaster, which he chose. And we've got 7 cakes, 4 of which are the Bump Bear. Those of you who are familiar with our channel and have been watching for a little while know that we love Bump Bear. We're quite familiar with it. So I know that Charlie already has an idea of how he wants to shoot this stuff off, but you're going to have to wait for the show to see that. And of course, just to verify for you guys, let's take a look real quick. So there is the bill, $103.45. And you can see that is definitely the stuff that we got. So we are complying within $3.50. So the show will be coming as per the requests of Demon Beast and setting up the whole challenge. Show will be coming sometime between July 1st and July 4th. So you can look for it then, and we will certainly let you know that it's coming. Additionally, I hope you all knew there was no way that I was going to walk into a fireworks store, especially one like Stateline, and walk out with only Charlie's $100 worth of fireworks. So I got a bunch of stuff for myself, and I thought I'd share my little stash update with you in addition to his. So let's take a look. We're going to start with the small things first. So we got 2 of these boxes of the Buzz Bomb helicopter spinners. I'm pretty sure they just go up and pop into a nice little report, which is pretty great. Some of you might remember I've got the other little ones that are similar from the firecracker video. I've got a couple more of those too, so maybe we'll do a comparison, or maybe I'll just shoot these off. I don't know. I really like these things, so I'm excited for that. Then I got another little brick of these Ladyfinger 40 strips. I bought one last time we were there in the fall, and I really love them. And I love lighting them. I love giving them away to people. They make great gifts. So I definitely wanted to pick up another one of those. And then we've got these 400 strips of Black Cat firecrackers. The boys and I actually have an idea for another firecracker video that will be forthcoming at some point. And we needed a 100 strip for it. So why buy one when you can get 4 for 4 times the price, right? And then we come to our 200-gram cakes. Twisted Monkey here from Top Gun was actually James's choice. I had told him he could pick some stuff out since he wasn't participating in the $100 challenge. And this is the one thing. He just walked up to me and was like, I want that. And I said, absolutely. And so it looks pretty cool. And then we've got Bling Bling. Reason I grabbed Bling Bling, interestingly enough, is back when I was at Elite Fireworks a couple months ago. Hopefully you guys have seen that video. Valmir was asking me what my favorite 200-gram cakes were, and I was talking about the Pyro Diablo and Pyro Demon stuff. And they were currently out of Bling Bling, and he was just looking for that, and he wanted to tell me about Bling Bling. And I know this is kind of a classic. It's been around for a bit. But I got to tell you, when you get an endorsement from Valmir, that's a good indication that this is one I ought to put to the front of the list of things to pick up. So I grabbed Bling Bling. Excited to see that. Then I've got Cowboy from World Class. Don't really remember a heck of a lot about the company demo, except that the pacing was really cool on it. Then we've got Space Rocks down here from Winda. This is one that has been on my list for my local seasonal tent. So I grabbed one. I wasn't patient enough to wait for the seasonal tent to open up and to get the new stuff in for this year, because they had it and there it was, so I wanted to shoot it. And then our next stack of 200s are all Happy Family, and that is exactly why I chose them. So we've got the Bullet, Highway to Hell, and Rockstar. And I very distinctly remember watching the company demo for the Bullet several times and thinking that one is for me. That I'm going to love it. So I've shot a lot of Happy Family 500 grams. Really excited to try some 200 grams. Then we've got Highway to Hell and Rockstar, which just happened to be the only other 200 grams from Happy Family there. Next up, we've got the 2 500-gram cakes that I bought while I was at Stateline, both of which I've wanted for a while. So first off, we have Artistic Pyro. This is a crossette cake, hands down, and I love crossettes. I've watched the company demo of this. I watched a couple other private demos, and it just looks really cool. A little bit on the pricey side as 500s go, but definitely I knew it was coming home with me before I went this trip. And US 66, also from Winda. This is a duration cake. I've only shot one other duration cake on the channel, and that was Road Rage. And that one was an example of why duration cakes are kind of so-so sometimes. But every time I've watched the company demo for this one, which lasts about 88 seconds from the description, it looks really great. So I'm expecting a good quality performance out of this one too. So those are my two 500s. And then I got two shell kits, which, as you can see, I bought two of each, which is my custom. I will demo one of them in their entirety and keep the second of each kit to cherry pick through. I've got Brave New World from Brothers. I've never shot Brothers canisters before, but I'm excited for those. It looks like they've got really good color. And I've got G-Force from Winda, which one was quite inexpensive, and two, looks like it has a pretty good mix of effects. And these are both fully loaded 60-gram canisters. So that's pretty exciting for me as well. So that about sums up what we got while we were at Stateline. If you're just finding Vermont Pyro Boys because you're into shopping or stash videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because come July, in addition to all the other great fireworks stuff we've got going on, you can see the show that was scripted and purchased and the whole kit and caboodle by my 9-year-old son. So that's pretty fun. I know the other guys participating, Demon Beast, who's orchestrating this whole thing, and Silver Stag Pyro, also very proud pyro dads. And being a pyro dad is something that's so much fun. It's really great to have this hobby to share with my children and have them excited to do something like that with me. So hope you'll all be around to see that when it comes up. Like I said a moment ago, subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss it. Hit that notifications bell. In addition, we put up firework demos every other day, and we do other stuff in between the demos, like little things, or, you know, just have fun with fireworks, because that's what it's all about, guys. It's about having a good time with your friends, with your family, even by yourself. Love those fireworks. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you liked the video, and we'll see you guys next time on the Vermont Pyro Boys. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.